Well, good afternoon, and it's wonderful to hear from you about what is happening in Seoul. So much leadership, so much courage, but also so much practicality. There are always, I think, in the world, lots of good ideas. But what's much rarer is when a good idea comes at exactly the right time. And what I feel we have now with social innovation is an alignment of the idea and the moment, which is why things are happening so fast all over the world, so much energy, so many concepts moving from being quite marginal, not taken very seriously, to being in the heart of municipal governments, metropolitan governments, in the heart of the White House, in the heart of big banks, in the heart of big companies, and all of this is happening in front of our eyes at a much faster pace than we expected. And with that is coming great energy, and behind it is a very simple, mad idea. It is good to be in mad today, because the mad idea which lies behind all of this is that the future should be made by the people, with the people, and not done to the people. It's such a simple idea, but such a radical idea, because if you take it seriously, everything changes. How government works changes, how business works, how power works. And in a way, behind that is an even simpler mad idea, which is that it's much better to run a society by mobilizing lots of brains, millions of brains, rather than just the brains of the people at the top of the elite institutions of the state or wherever else. So, two very simple, mad ideas, and it's wonderful to see Seoul moving so far ahead in implementing them. We've had a day here, a really fascinating day, on what SIX Asia could be. And what I hear in this group, and I think maybe also in Seoul, is the alignment of three things. The first is spirit. It is the spirit which says, if you see a problem, be part of the solution. Don't just tell someone else to solve the problem. And there's a wonderful can-do, I think, spirit in this room, in Hong Kong, but also across Asia. The second, though, is it's not enough just to have the spirit. You also need people with the skills to make things happen. Very practical people who know how to create a business or a public program or an investment fund and can make things happen, hopefully, quite fast. And thirdly, you need the link into power. Because to make real change, you do need power. You do need government. You do need the big institutions on your side. And that's why we need some people like Mr. Park to make the ultimate sacrifice and to take positions of great power. And hopefully many of you will be prepared to make the sacrifice as well. And as you do so, this is a wonderful change of metaphor. It's about 60 years since an English novelist wrote the novel 1984, which some of you will know. And there the symbol of the state is the eye. The state watches everyone. Big Brother is always watching you. And all your data, perhaps, is being sucked in by Big Brother, and there are security cameras everywhere. This idea of the ear is the opposite of that. It is the state listening to the people and making its data transparent to the people rather than taking their data for it to use. Again, a very radical, very powerful idea, which I hope SIX can help support. A final point, I come from Europe. Europe is bankrupt, you may have noticed. We have a few little difficulties. Perhaps we won't advise you to create a single Asian currency just yet. North America, which has always been a great source of innovation too, the USA is actually bankrupt too, and has a very tough few years ahead on almost any scenario. And that's why it's so important, the energy there is in this part of the world. You have the resources, you have the skills, you have the energy, you have the spirit. And we will be looking to you to lead and to inspire and to show by action really how all of us, how the whole world can now progress in the next few decades. We depend on you. So I hope you will be able to live up to that and help us get through the many difficulties we face in the years ahead. And that is a slight change of relationship, perhaps, from a few years ago. But it's wonderful to be here with people like Ada and you, and to see SIX Asia about to launch.